Hello dear YouTubers, welcome to your channel, yet another channel for tech. Today we are going to review a new laptop. We made some months ago a review of the HP 15T DW300 laptop and it was a great success. Many of you had the opportunity to see the video and ask your questions in the comments. So today we're going to literally unbox this Lenovo ThinkPad L13 second generation. That is what we have inside this box. This box is literally unopened. You can see the box still got the original seal, and in the bottom it still got the glue. So this box, we're going to literally unbox this, and I am very anxious to find out what's inside the box. So let's get right into it. Okay, dear friends, let's take a closer look at the physical aspects of this Lenovo ThinkPad L13 laptop. I want to show you very quickly the accessories that it has. This is the AC adapter. Not too much to say, just I wanted to show you the connector. This is a very specific Lenovo connector. It's not like the one we saw in the HP laptop and differs from other manufacturers. The AC cable, not too much to say, this has this type of connector, and this accessory that has this laptop is an Ethernet adapter because the computer doesn't have a built-in network interface. This port, we're gonna see shortly, is a proprietary connector for this Ethernet connector. We're going to see that fits in one of the connectors that the laptop has, and with this we can have cable connection, RJ45 cable connection. This is the laptop. You can see it's black. It's very beautiful. It's made out of aluminum, so this is a very resistant casing. Let's see what interfaces this has. This is the front, so in the right side we have the power button. Then here we have the SD card reader. Here we have an USB 3 port and an HDMI interface for video connection. On the left side, this is the front, we have another USB 3.0 interface port. Here we have the analog output for audio, and here we have the connector for this network adapter. This other connector here is for the power cable. Okay, let's see a bit more of this laptop. Let's just open it. You can see, there it is. It is a L13 model ThinkPad. L13 indicates that the screen size is 13 inches. You can see one of the first things we notice here is this doesn't have any numpad. So this makes the body of the laptop a bit smaller, so the screen is also a bit smaller. Something else that you notice is that as almost every ThinkPad laptop, we have this mousepad and we also have this device that allows me to control the mouse pointer along with these two buttons for the left and right clicks. We also see that this has a fingerprint reader. This is for logon purposes, for security reasons. In this size, we see that we have a Core i5 processor. This is an 11th generation Core i5 from Intel. And we also have, similarly to the HP 15T DW300 laptop, we have the Intel Iris Xe graphics accelerator. Something you might notice too is that we have this function key similar to the HP laptop. That means that these keys that you are seeing here, F1, F2, F3, if you want the effect of F1, F2, F3 when you press one of these keys, you will have to make the combination of the function key with one of those, because if you press F1, F2 or F3 keys without pressing the function key, you will have the effect of the white icons that we see in the top of each key. In this case, we will have the volume control, and you can see the functions that the other keys has. So let's wait a bit for the battery. We have disconnected to the power cord. Let's wait a bit for the battery to charge, and we will see the laptop in action shortly. Okay, now some minutes has passed and the battery should have some charge. Well, it actually has, because we went through the process of configuring the Windows 10. So now let's turn on for the second time this new ThinkPad L13 laptop. There we are. It gets really fast into the Windows desktop. I am going to put my finger in the fingerprint reader to log on, and there we are. This is a Virgin Windows 10 operating system. Let's see how it looks from the inside. Okay, dear friends, here we are inside this Lenovo ThinkPad L13 laptop. Let's see some of the system or software characteristics that it has. Let's go to the Windows control panel. We're going to System Security. Then in System, we're going to see that we have some characteristics. We notice that this is a 11th generation Intel Core i5 processor that runs at 2.40 gigahertz. This model has 16 gigabytes of RAM. Be careful with this, because you can find different characteristics of the same ThinkPad L13 laptop, and obviously according to the characteristics, the price will vary. If you have 8 gigabytes of RAM, and you can have also i7 or i3 processor, the less characteristics you have, the less the price will be. In this case, we have a 64-bit operating system that is Windows 10 Pro. It comes with a license of Windows 10 Pro. In this case, we have the version 20H2. It also has Microsoft Office installed with a license that comes built in. Let's also check the display and see the maximum resolution that these laptops offer. Even when it is a 13 inches screen, it offers a high resolution that is 1920 by 1080 pixel, which is really great. Let's see the capacity of the hard disk. This is low capacity, 256 gigabyte. You can have models with 512 and up to 1 terabyte capacity. Obviously, the more the capacity, the higher the price. Now let's see the hardware info to see some of the model characteristics. In this summary, we can see that we actually have the Intel Core i5 processor. The exact model of the processor is Intel Core i5 1135 G7. It's a 4 cores, 10 nanometers technology processor, and you can see that we have here the different levels of cache memory that the processor has. Also, in the right, you can see that we have the Intel Iris Xe processor that has 1 gigabyte of internal memory. And down here you can see that we have 16 gigabytes of RAM that runs, this is a DDR4 SDRAM that runs at 1.6 gigahertz clock. Some of the questions that user asked me about the laptop, you might be wondering the same thing for this laptop, so I'm going to answer those questions. The first question was, does this laptop offer the possibility to install a second hard drive? The answer is no. As you saw, the body of the laptop is very small, so it doesn't have enough space inside to install a second hard drive. Other question is, what is the maximum quantity of RAM memory that we can install in this laptop? The answer is this supports up to 64 gigabyte of RAM memory. The other question that was asked is, does this has a keyboard backlight or a light in the keyboard? The answer is no. This laptop does not have backlight in the keyboard. The other question that users asked me was, is this laptop good for gaming? The answer is, again, no. Even when it has a graphic accelerator such as this Intel Iris Xe graphics accelerator, this is not a high performance graphics accelerator. In fact, the HP laptop that we reviewed previously has the same Intel Iris graphics accelerator. I tried with several games, including the Flight Simulator 2020, and when I changed the setting to show more realistic graphics, the graphic processor was not working properly and the game also was not showing the graphics properly. Other thing that the user asked me is this laptop good for engineering programs? The answer is definitely yes. I am a computer programmer, a software developer. I use some heavy duty software such as Docker or SQL Server Engine and some other programs that might require high resources from the computer, and those run smoothly on this computer. The other question that a user asked me is about the battery duration. The answer is, in theory, according to the manufacturer, the duration of the battery is 2 hours of autonomy. That depends obviously on the software that you are running and the brightness of the screen that you have configured and the settings that you have for the energy in your Windows or whatever system you use. I have not tried the battery duration per se, because as you saw, we just opened the box and I have to let this fully charge and after that try how much time will last the battery. But I will leave that on the comment or on the description of the video. But according to the manufacturer, the autonomy of the battery is about 2 hours. Something else I wanted to show you regarding the physical aspect of this laptop is that these screens opens all the way to 180 degrees, so you can beat the screen entirely towards the back. And the other thing is that I noticed that the escape key of this keyboard has something called function lock. That is, do you remember that I mentioned that if you press one of the function buttons, the default action is one of those icons that the keys has. If you want the F1, F2, F3 function, you have to press this function. In combination with the key, you can command press escape with the function and it activates the function lock, and with that you by default set the behavior to the F functions. For in this case, for instance, let's see, I have the function lock activated, so if I press F1 I will have the help, you see. But if I deactivate the function lock pressing function and escape, if I press F1 I will have the, in this case, the volume deactive or the sound deactivated. Other thing that I wanted to mention is that this has a LED indicator for the block num or the uppercase activate. This is very important. Sometimes some laptop doesn't have this indicator and you wonder if the uppercase letters are activated or not. So this is very important too. Okay, dear friends, this is the information that I had to share with you regarding this laptop. I hope you have find this information useful. If you are looking forward to buy this laptop and you ask me, my answer is yes, definitely it's a good option. I have worked with Lenovo laptops in the past and they are very high quality both in the physical characteristics and in system performance. So if you have the chance of buying such laptop, these laptops are obviously a bit more expensive than other laptops such as HP and Dell, but if you have the opportunity to buy this laptop, go ahead and do it. And by the way, I am leaving in the description of the video a link directly to Amazon so you can buy a similar laptop. If you have any question, comments, concern, suggestion, please leave those in the comment. If you find this video useful, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any other video that we are about to publish. Please like the video. I am Diego. This is yet another channel for tech and see you in another video.